Welcome back to the Struggle Session Podcast. I am your host, Hollow Otaku, and of course I have
K1.
Weisswig.
and Hollow Otaku. There is no intro today because with Harding News on August 28th, 2020, as per usual, 2020 has come up with crazy news and sad ones. Today is a sad news indeed that King T'Challa, aka Black Panther, aka Chadwick Boseman, has passed away. And that is what our topic's going to be, Chadwick Boseman. He was a phenomenal actor. He has died from colon cancer. He was diagnosed in 2016. And this man, despite having stage 3 cancer,
Stage 4.
stage 4 cancer, he fought through it doing crazy movies from then till the end, including Black Panther, Infinity War, and Endgame, and
Civil War. Captain America
Civil War. He was not diagnosed at that point. The movie already came out.
Oh, well, I just technically counted seeing.
But I'm saying like the big ones, like.
Okay, so where he played a prominent role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That he fought through it, and like it was crazy. Like you could see, him going through the weight loss of having cancer and all that, and some people thought it was he was getting a role. He was doing it for a role. Some people were making fun of him, like TMZ did.
Yeah. Dirty.
But like, we just didn't. There were some people who thought it was sick weight loss, But in reality, it was him, finding cancer.
Yeah, I mean, just like majority of like fans all around the world, this hit us hard. Like when I first saw it, I didn't want to believe it. I thought maybe this is just a joke, maybe this is just someone trying to get attention. But then the thing is just when it hits you that the reality of this man literally gave his heart and soul as an actor, and truly a stunning performance of acting out with like life-threatening cancer, and nobody saw it coming because I, like most people, literally looked at it, and when they saw colon cancer, the first question was, he had cancer?
Yeah, like, his last movie is Defy Bloods. Like, I'm definitely gonna go watch it.
Same.
Same.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. It's already out. I think we could watch it on Netflix, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But no, when they announced that Chadwick Boseman was, cast for Black Panther, I was like, who? I was like, I'll give this man a shot. And when I saw him in Civil War, I fell in love with that character. And then they announced Black Panther, and I was like, I'm in for a good ride.
Mm.
And I saw it at Katsucon, because I bought everyone in most of my people in the room a ticket to go see it. And that movie was phenomenal. It shaped way towards, black superheroes.
Yeah. So one thing, like, no matter what people say, he was that role. He was T'Challa. And it's not just the fact of, him being black. It's just he literally, in Black Panther, mirrored T'Challa's, like, sense. Like, starting off as the T'Challa who only knew about Wakanda and that, this was his kingly duty. But then morphing into the T'Challa we all know that actually brought Wakanda to the world. At the end of the movie, like, his whole speech about, the weak build walls while the strong build bridges, that's still his heart to this day. And so, like, that will always be his prominent role. That will always be literally what people remember him for. I mean, he's a phenomenal actor either way, but, just the whole thing of him and T'Challa. That's just like Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark. It's gonna be hard as hell to replace that.
Oh yeah, and they're saying that Marvel is just gonna write him off and have Shuri take over
I am completely
instead of
fine
replacing
with
him. Instead of replacing him.
I do not mind that because if people remember in the comics, there was a time when I think when he joined the Avengers the first time, he actually put her in charge of Wakanda.
Yeah.
And then one time he actually died, or when he got married to Storm, that, he decided to leave Wakanda and, she was in charge. And actually she was the first major female ruler of Wakanda.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind that because then you have literally, like, she could be literally the Captain Marvel of Wakanda. And then definitely if she gets her own movie, like by herself, and like maybe an origin story, or this actually leads to A-Force, I am down for that.
Yeah, definitely. So I found out while playing Minecraft on the PlayStation with my favorite couple. I've known them for a good while. And all of a sudden, the girlfriend just was like, Chadwick Boseman's dead. Black Panther's dead. I was like, I don't know if that's real. She was like, I don't know if that's real or not. I was like, hang on, I'm on my laptop. Give me just a second. I go, oh shit, it is real. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Insta shared, and then I go, I'll be right back. Wesker was passed out on the couch with the light on, and so I assumed he was awake. And I was like, I'll be right back, guys. And I go, Wesker, Black Panther is dead. Black Panther is dead. This is not a joke. What? And then started looking at his phone, and then saw the post. And then I went over to Taida, and I was like, knocking. I was like, he was like, what? Black Panther is dead. Black Panther is dead. He's like, what? Chadwick Boseman is dead. He's like, what? I was like, damn. What was going through your head when I was telling you that as you were half asleep?
I just wanted to go back to sleep. I was like, come on. I just wanted to brush the entire rest of the year aside. I mean, look, the fact that the fact that he died, it was just like, oh man, like this is just like Kobe Bryant all over again. It's like it's terrible. Like the fact that like the thing is, I didn't put two and two together at first. I kind of knew that he had cancer and was losing weight, but like it was so sudden. The fact that he went and played such prominent roles in such big movies while staring at death eye to eye. That's you know that he wanted to make a mark on the world before he goes, because he kept it on the down low because he didn't want to worry his fans. It's
yeah. No one knew,
Yeah.
and just the only people who knew was family. That was it.
Yeah, but that's like when it happened, one of our mutual friends posted it, and I was like, oh man, is this another first most
You
likely?
thought it was a death hoax.
Yeah, I just thought people were just fucking with us. People were just wanting attention. So I go to a prominent news site, and then and then I get to Twitter, and it's literally flooding all of Twitter, and this is happening, and that literally killed my whole night. The whole night, I was getting ready to just enjoy the rest of the night, and then that just happened. I just literally sat down and just started looking over and just going, my God, this is happening. 2020 just literally took another great man from this world. I just people remember where they were when Michael Jackson died, when Kobe Bryant died, and now it just.
Yeah.
But then the thing that got me, that really irked me out of this, was you see majority of people going, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. He was a great man. I never knew this could happen. I'm so sorry. All blessings to his family. And then you get the people who just literally say, so no Black Panther 2? And I'm like, people, a man just passed. A phenomenal actor just passed after fighting cancer while doing all those roles. And the first thing you want to talk about is the sequel? We can wait. I don't care if there is a sequel or, if we just write him off completely. Because let's face it, that role can never be touched. Sadly, that was just prominent. But people, let's mourn the man and worry about the movie later. Okay?
Exactly.
Like have some respect for the dead.
Yeah. Give it a month and then complain. Like, let us, wallow in this pain.
Yeah. Like, just don't.
Let us grieve. Let us process the whole thing. Like,
just don't blow his memory aside and then just wonder, oh well, now I need to be entertained. So who's taking his space? Who's taking his spot now? It's like, no. Let's remember his life and how great he was, and then whatever happens with Marvel happens. But let's not forget there was a human being in that movie. A man just like each and every one of us who actually had hardships and good days like everybody else. So let's remember that this person was still human.
So what I'm glad about is that TMZ wasn't the first person to post something about it. It was the family.
Right.
So we didn't have a Kobe Bryant situation where TMZ was like, oh, look, this happened. Let me post that first before, the family can grieve.
I won't lie. When I read that about Kobe Bryant and TMZ, I didn't even believe it. I literally did not believe it until an actual source literally said his daughter was dead. Then.
Yeah. Oh, man. Black Panther was a phenomenal movie. And Chadwick Boseman was so tired of every white girl doing Wakanda forever.
I just
like you can see him in the beginning, and then as the months go for each interview or something, and then he sees his fans do Wakanda forever. He's just like, you could see the defeat in his eyes of like, look what I started.
It's just like when people had that surprise meeting on Jimmy Kimmel, and like the first guy who's literally saying, "Yo, it's so good," and then he just shows out of nowhere. The first thing he goes, "Oh, my king," and just does Wakanda forever, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, good, yeah, pleasure to meet you." It's just like. He's just like, oh, this is never going to stop.
It's not going to stop. And now it's never going to stop.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, whenever Black Panther is mentioned, people are going to be doing Wakanda forever to this day and forever beyond that.
Yeah. Yep. Now that, because I was watching Lucifer, the first episode, you've all seen the first episode and how that went. So now Black Panther merchandise is about to go straight through the roof.
Truth.
Black Panther watchings is going to go skyrocket high. Same thing with Endgame and Infinity Wars.
Wouldn't be surprised.
His other movies too, like wow, I can't even speak of it. The Five Bloods, that's it. I don't know why I keep thinking in the Five Bloods. And just, he was so young, 43.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's still hitting hard as it's, Sunday. Today is the 30th.
Mm.
It is the 30th as of recording this podcast. And it still lingers, But I feel he's up there with Stan Lee, and just hoping everything goes good,
The one thing that I even stated is hopefully he gets the memoir or memorials slides to his entire career. But Marvel needs to literally give him one cameo at least in Madness of the Multiverse, where they're transcending dimensions and he's just there. He doesn't have to say a word, he doesn't have to do anything. It's just like what they did in Captain Marvel after Stan Lee died. Just pulled out the mask, there was Stan Lee, everybody was happy. So if they have one where they just literally go to another dimension and he just looks at them and does Wakanda forever, and then just Doctor Strange smiles, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
But also, this is way down the line, but if we get a Black Panther game, I'll be down for it. But at least, and I'm just putting this out here, seeing as, Spider-Man 2 we know is working after Miles Morales, but like if there is a chance, we need to one have a petition to get the Wakanda embassy and have a statue of Chadwick Boseman outside of it, and then like have everybody in the game like sign it and write like happy wishes, and then like right outside Avengers Tower, we need a statue of Stan Lee with the same thing, just in the game as memorials to them.
I'm also just saying, add for DLC for the upcoming game on September 4th of Marvel's Avengers. Please add Black Panther as a DLC. That would be a nice homage to him himself. And hell yeah, I'll play the guy, you know?
Oh yes, these DLC, I'm damn sure playing him.
Oh yeah. And I know this is possible because when Sony put out Spider-Man, we got a new costume for, the homage for the Raimi series.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. So they gave us that. And then they followed up with Far From Home.
And even the comic book version as well in the DLC.
Well, no. I meant the free costumes.
Oh, right. But I'm just
So,
saying.
I mean, it is possible to give us this free character. So, for everyone. Not just, a Sony exclusive like Spider-Man. In your face, Xbox. I gotta have one joke in here. I can't make it all serious. Come on, guys. We can't be that gloomy.
Hey, brief and comedy. I'll agree.
People deal with death their own way. Some are silent, some make jokes, some are, angry.
Yeah.
It all depends on who you are and how this is gonna go.
5 stages of grief.
Yep. And on a more serious note, you don't know when, anyone dies. It could be now, it could be tomorrow, it could be 100 years later. Give your loved ones a hug, tell them you love them, and you'll always regret not saying, I love you to someone when, they die the next day. Just tell them you love them and, live your life the best you can.
Especially in these times, seeing as some people cannot get to loved ones, some people have not seen or heard from certain people in their lives, like reach out. Definitely reach out to people and at least send them a message that you care, that you are still thinking about them, that you hope they're safe, that you hope they're happy, that you hope that things are getting better for them. Because trust me, we will overcome these times. And the one thing you don't want out of anybody, and I don't wish this on anybody, even my most hated enemies or people who've wronged me in the past, I would not wish that somebody finds out that somebody they know and loved passed at the literal last minute. Like, when we all come out of this, the last thing you want to do is just hear somebody you really care about passed on, and nobody told you because they knew how heartbroken it would be. So no matter what has happened in the past, sometimes we all have to forgive and forget and look towards the bigger picture of your life. So we here at NXL would like to just state that we do respect and love all of our fans. No matter if you come here and listen to this for 3 minutes or you actually listen to our whole episode, we're going to keep doing this to try to cope through these tough times. And we really appreciate each and every one of you who listen to this.
Check up on your strongest friends. You don't know what they're going through. Just, send them a text. Just check up on them. You don't know what anybody's going through, really, unless you ask. And, the hardest part for those people who are strong and all that is going through something is to ask for help. Help is the hardest thing to ask for because you think you can do it yourself. It's for those who are strong and don't think that they need help. You kind of need some help, and it's the toughest thing to ask, but you got to try, And on that note, we're going to end the podcast here. Sorry for it being more of a serious one than, our usual goofy one, but, this is one that, hits home for all of us, and I guess, you guys could hear it from us, how it affected us. So you're not alone. We're here. We're doing our damn best. And I am Hollow Otaku. And as always, guys, I don't stress this enough, but keep moving forward. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
And of course, this is fully dedicated to Chadwick Boseman, and all the best to his friends and family, and all the best to every fan, no matter what background, race, religion. We were all fans of him, and we all wish everything to the best of him.
Guys, one last Wakanda forever. 2, 3.
Wakanda forever. Rest in power, Chadwick Boseman.